Well, boys, apparently we're live. Apparently. According to the stream, we are live. And my connection's not bad. Cool, that's very good. I'm gonna just quickly whack y'all onto a screen. Yeah, you can have this one. Hold on. Wow, my voice. Anyway, I need to set up the game, but as soon as I've done that, we will be in. It's just booting up now, so hopefully, hopefully we go. I'm gonna just check my audio real quick because I don't know how good or bad it is. I'm just gonna test that on my phone because it might be. If I've got double audio, I'm sorry. Basically, hold on. Mans is just listening back. Maybe you can't even hear me. Oh, okay, we're good. I think we're good. I'm just waiting for the game to actually... Bro! It won't let me leave it. No, let me esc out of it, please. I need to change my source. Alright, Windows key. Hello, game, let me out, please. I'm stuck. Hello, Shooks. It's me. Right, let me... game capture. That is... There we go. Are we up? Yeah, there we go. Right. I'm just gonna fit to screen. Because currently we don't fit on the screen. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. I'm surprised you're awake. Wow, thanks. Wait, let me... Wow, that moment when I've got the little flashing box already. Yikes. Anyway. Whatever. As long as y'all can still hear me, that is good. But yes, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I put it in the description, hopefully. Yeah, I put just in the description the content warnings. So read those if you want. AKA the child from The Conjuring 2. Yes. How do I advance? Okay. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Good to know. Would you like to review detailed content warnings? No, because I know what happens in it already. Not the box! The box! You have noted the game's age rating in your region. I don't even actually know what the age rating is, but I have played this game before, a while ago. Okay, yeah, put your alt in, it's chill. Hey, that jam though. What a bop. You can't see my face cam, but I'm just bopping right now. Oh, it's loud. Oh, Jesus. Is the audio level okay on stream? Quite loud. Hold on, I'm just gonna listen back. God, my stream is behind. Okay, yeah, that's too loud. Good God, hold on. Is that better? Okay, right. Hello, testing the audio once again. Oh my God, it's Shooks Gaming. Yo. up with itself, I'll be able to test the audio levels. And you know what I could do that would probably be a bit smarter? I can just like turn it down on my freaking OBS. That would be smarter. Christ, I'm dropping so many frames right now, that's not fun. Anyway. New game. Let's go. Please enter your name. I will be Lou. Sure. And we are in. We're in. Oh, there's music. Someone. Hey! Do I just... Can I space? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. Cool. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Ah yes. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would get oversleep more and more frequently and now get tired of waiting up. L. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I always feel better off running away. Aww. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. As you should. You know what I'm going to also do is I'm going to tweet out the live, because I actually did do that. Ha 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 ha. Hello Sayori. How's it going? I overslept again, same. But I caught you this time. Woo, she's a runner, she's a track star, what can I say? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hold on, let me just tweet out real quick. There we go. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Lou. Yeah, Lou, that's mean. Stop being mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Ah yes, because acting weird equates to being married. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hello, Salty. I think I might not be able to fit it all in one day, but I think I'm going to try and do Act 1 today, Act 2 tomorrow. If I can, because I'm going to be live for like 2 or 3 hours. But I don't think I'll fit the whole game in today, because it's about 6 hours in total, isn't it? Like the video. Yes, like the video. But I am going to try and replay the whole game over the course of this week, because I want to do the side stories as videos. So I decided, screw it. I'm going to do the other thing, like the actual game live, because I've played it before. But you guys haven't seen me play it, so I was like, live stream. Because Jesus Christ, I do not want to edit that much. Anyway, whatever you say, Sayori. How do you... I'm not even going to attempt an anime girl laugh. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with the students making their daily commute. Also, by the way, people in chat, if my audio is not, like the levels are really off, let me know. If my mic's too quiet or too loud or anything, I can adjust if I need to. By the way, Lou, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Felt that. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Bro, this person's just... this person's literally just like... I can't tell whether they like or hate Sayori. Like, the way they do it. First, make sure to rest. Will do. I have to leave before 3 PM anyway because I have to go out somewhere. Nice, this will be cool for a nostalgic throwback. Hell yeah, I'm excited. I haven't actually played through the game since like 2018, so I don't remember it too well, but I remember the storyline vaguely, so it's quite fun to go back. Your audio is fine for me. Banger, that is good. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Should I try and put on accents? Probably not. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET what the hell's a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I don't know what a NEET is. I watched a video about David Dobrik being a cult leader. My eyes are opened. Oh my god. I'm not surprised, to be fair. Pogo stream. Woo! You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Hey! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I just realised I left my door open, so I'm going to go and shut that in a second. Because I will be very loud in the whole house. One sec. There we go. Door is shut. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, we're in a classroom! School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I felt that. Clubs. Siri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Siri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I need to actually stop replaying it off this stream on my own phone because I am on mobile data. Whoops. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. She has a club, yo. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Oh, come on, dude. Meanie. I am on the Sayori side here, man. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature, like. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help out start a new club. Oh, is there lag? Ah, no. Pain. Pain, suffering, and lag. Oh god. Let me check my frames real quick if they're horrendous. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're at a solid 63% dropped frames. That's not good. My CPU is literally only at 50% usage. What is this? I feel scammed, to be honest. Never mind, it's fixed. Banger. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Bruh. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Why don't... Life pro tip, don't make promises you can't keep. Sayori. I don't know. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's what I'm saying! I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? To be fair, I would also do that. I would be like, I'm coming for the food, that's it. Get me some scran and I'm here. Hey, let's go! Did I just baby? Oh my god. Oh no. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That's dramatic. Hold on, I'm gonna just drink my water. Why? That was really overdramatic. Got my juice. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. The music is such a bop. I love it. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the... Oh, she's a new girl. Do we need a new voice? Or should I give her... I don't know. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? Oh, another one. You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, another one. Bruh, they keep popping up. Ah, Lou. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I am absolutely All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Me walking into anywhere ever. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. To be fair, MC's entirely wrong. True. That is true, actually. That must be a really good cupcake if he was that willing to sell his soul for it. Natsuki says, The girl with the sour attitude, whose name's apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. I should have whispered that. You got some free ASMR. And then turns back towards the other girls. Cat jamming. Hell yeah. The frames. Oh god. It's just pain. It's just pain, to be honest. Like, they're not having a good time, the frames are. Oh god. We're currently at a solid 65% dropped. Yikes. You know, I'm blaming that on my internet because it's garbage internet. So, we move. Anyway. Anyway. This is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like... I should probably move my cursor. Keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right, Monica, yo. It's great to see you again, Lou. She just straight, man's just straight like parkoured into that, okay. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. L. He's a simp. Oh no. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. A little what, MC? Heh, Lou? What's this? Come sit down, Lou. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry, I was fixing my phone because it turned off. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? You can't tell me that the producers of this game aren't British, because who else just makes tea on the, like, any possible opportunity? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. I'm bopping so hard right now. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! How do I even... Whoa! I don't know how to pronounce that. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's well cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. I want to make these now. Oh my god. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Nice one. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I think he's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. This dude. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. That's imagine being a teacher, someone just comes to you, it's like, hey, are we allowed to have tea just in our classroom, like a whole tea set? Thanks, yeah. Also, where'd they get the hot water source from? I'm curious now. Because I know damn well that there is no kettles in this school unless you're a staff member. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looked away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, team reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. It was cake and Sayori. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Pop off. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Fair enough. I'm pretty sure they have a kettle in the cupboard. Ah! No, okay, that makes sense. I thought that she just conjured hot water out of nowhere. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Hell yeah, Monica. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Where's that Suki gone? Man's just dipped. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone. Yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah! We'll do our best. Got the tone wrong. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Me. Yeah. Whoops. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Lou, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I mean, me, not Lou, but me, I read Passerine last night. It was a mistake. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Felt that. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? True. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. True, this dude's social skills they're just not going great. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way that you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Of course you do. Oh, that's mean. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Wow, Sayori. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Damn! Do you have writing experience too, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I cannot pronounce words today. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Hell yeah. Isn't that right, Lou? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Lou. Man messed up. Man's just made a big error. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. This dude, oh my god. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hello, Bella Himiko? I hope I pronounced that right. Hi. How is it going? We're just playing through the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and the content warnings are in the description, just so people know. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Natsuki's just eating Monika's hair right now. Rip. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Lou, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Lou, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Hey! Oh, we're outside again. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Hello to my 6 viewers, that is quite cool. I have not ever had that many viewers before. How's it going? Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favourite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you like your poem the most. With whoever likes your poem the most, that's not... Okay. I'm not sure whose route do we want to go down. To be fair, what I might do is just wing it for the first few and just see what happens. Okay, so words. Dazzle. Sunset. Melancholy. I can't pronounce that word. Why? Rain cloud. Sensation. Vitality. There are some quirky words in here. Whoa. Raindrops. Music. Because I'm bopping right now. Milk. Let's throw a milk in here. Nature. Philosophy. Let's go for it. Why not? Tragedy. Cage. Sunny. Heaven Sent. Hey, like that one Doctor Who episode. Haha, I'm funny. Please subscribe. Vertigo. Essence. Sure. How many more? Okay, 18 out of 20. Flying. And... Candy. Oh my god, there's still more. Crimson, sure. There we go, we have written a poem. We have officially written an entire poem. Let's go. Oh, next day. Hi again, Lou. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lou. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sari told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously then you won't see the end of it. Damn. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room. What is that meant to mean? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plots back into her seat. Monica was really just... wow. Don't worry guys. Lou always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Lou can become good friends too. Sayori? Silence. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Imagine if he was just like, no. I don't want to read. I quit. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled, I don't know, activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh, cutscene. Man. Horse looking out to sea. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Bessie, you just got given a book. Yeah, exactly. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Really? Maybe you should do that. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read, bruh. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to share what literature is all about. MC is Jared 19. True! That's true. Mans just simply does not understand reading. I suppose I am also Jared 19 because I could not read half of the words before. But we move. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Sayori becomes a microwave. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes. Of course. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Oh, I misclicked. Okay. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Wow, well done, Sayori. Monica's just like, Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Same. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Cutscene. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. Bruh. I suppose... I've inhaled with. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. You're not kidding. That jump scare moment. I nearly fall out my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to leave less time. You're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Don't let Monica... Yeah, if Monica hears you like anime, god, you're snookered, mate. That's just the end of it. Fired. What's the word? Excommunicated from the literature club. How dare you? Anyway, it's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. She's doing the little ooh-woo, that thing that was trendy on TikTok a while ago. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my fingers. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? This guy! What? Matey boy needs to calm down. He needs to calm down. Because this man does not have a girlfriend either. That's all I'm saying. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Jesus Christ, I'm starting to hate this MC dude. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa. Right. Why her legs are really small. It looks like she's like really tall, or she's just like, I don't even know. The proportions said no. It's still good art though, I like it a lot. Oh yeah, that's the point. In DDLC Plus, right, they redrew some of the scenes in like higher pixel quality or something. So it's, yeah, they increase the number of pixels in the art, so it's basically just better quality. It's super pretty, but like the legs. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. We just simply said the word sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. MC's so rude. I agree. I agree with that, Salty Sinner _ I agree with that. This guy is like, you don't have a boyfriend yet. Meanwhile, yeah, God. I'm like, bestie, calm your jets. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Congratulations. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ugh. Hello, Shooks. Hello. Or hola. I don't remember actually. I dropped Spanish a while ago. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arm out and twirls round. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that like it's a good thing? Hey MC, maybe some people don't want to be in a relationship. You ever consider that? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Oh, that's not quite the point I was saying. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. How dare you show affection in public? Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. V-gates. I'll be honest, I don't remember what that means. I know it means something like, how are you? Is it in German? I don't know. I would attempt to reply, but I genuinely haven't done German in 5 years and I don't remember any of it. 7 viewers, Pog, let's go! Hell yeah. It's a deal. Hehe. Thank you all for sticking around, by the way. That is very cool of you all. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Monica just is like... Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Lou, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you try and find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait, if I'm being enthusiastic. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. How do you not know German? I simply just don't. I'm going to listen to 10 hours of Wii Sports screaming. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? In chat, any suggestions? Who do you want to show it to first? I'll give it a minute for the stream delay to catch up because, oh god, the stream delay is bad. I'm watching it back on mine and it's so behind. Anyway, if you're enjoying this so far, you should subscribe, please, because I do content sometimes. This music's a bop. But yeah, drop in chat who you want me to show it to first. It doesn't matter too much the order, I don't think. Oh yikes, I am looking now. The frames are not horrendous, but they're not good either. There's a little bit of lag, that's a bit bad, but never mind. But yeah, drop who you want me to show it to first. Yuri all the way. Alright, I mean, I'm down with that. I'm just gonna I'll whack a Yuri in the chat. Let's go with it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Hell yeah. Yuri's reaction. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Wow, same. Felt that though. The amount of times I'm like, oh yeah, words. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put all my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. I wish I could relate, but I'm really just struggling to read English here. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri arc. Hell yeah. We're on a big Yuri arc right now. Let's go, lads. I'm just gonna drink my juice. Some juice. I got cordial. I got Summerthoots cordial because I'm fancy like that. I'd love to share my thought processes behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh. Poem is called Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood this test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's cool. That is cool. Yuri's just like, heh. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Heh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not all. I'm sorry, that was my northern accent kicking in. I meant to say not at all, not all. Whoops. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Haha. Okay, I just got a really weird Instagram DM that's probably a scam. Anyway, actually the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lou. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, maybe the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I show my poem to next? I'll put it in chat so the lag's not as bad. Who do we want to show next? Sayori, Natsuki, or Monica? I'm just going to whack it in chat because the stream delay is quite bad. It's like 30 seconds. Do. What a bop. God, I love the soundtrack. It's such a bop. It is so very catchy. But yeah, I will hopefully be live for another 2 hours, I think. Yeah, 2 hours maybe. Or until I get to the festival day, whichever comes sooner. Because Act 2 is substantially shorter than Act 1. I did not realise the lag was quite as bad, but we move. I might just randomly select one, to be fair. I'll just put I'll tell you what, I'll throw a Monica in there because we haven't really interacted with her properly yet, so I'm just gonna chuck it in there. Hi Lou, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry Lou. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I read your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Damn, yeah, who knew that people could experience more than one emotion? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, the awkward laugh. Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Monica's poem. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Spicy. So, what do you think? It's very free form if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Apparently not if I read it though, because I just... What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a... did she just refer to herself in the third? Okay. Interesting. Or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard for it, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What? She just... I swear okay. She just went from chill to breaking into third person for some reason. Okay. Sayori or Natsuki? Let's do Sayori. Sayori's like, oh my goodness. This is so goodly. I love it. I had no idea that you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion is way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. We haven't even heard Natsuki's. You what, mate? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Lou poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lou. Deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Just on the surface. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee. We'll see about that. Sayori's poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wash away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That last line is a banger. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was about poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Ehehe. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to that lives with Natsuki? Oh, question mark. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Damn! This guy's he's going in for the throat at the moment. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. That's true. Why can't people fly? I'm pretty mad about that one. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud then I won't take it away from her. Bop time. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Sorry, I was readjusting my mic. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to her desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I've also just realised I've got a save button, so I'm just going to save real quick. Oh, it does auto-save. Cool. I don't trust my laptop to not, like, die or my PC to just not crash randomly, so yeah. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Lou did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lou liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. It's gone so quiet I can hear my fans on my computer just going vroom. I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lou appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose beard magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lou started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. This is going very fast. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me and they just noticed I was standing there. Lou, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simpler writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lou. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is just... I really can't read English. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Lou? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... The thing is, like, they both made good points. But I am more inclined to go with Yuri. I don't know, it's kind of... The way it's like, of course that's going to be, but I'm like... This one, the bottom one feels like a bit of a cop-out. But like, they did both make good points. Oh, I don't know. I'll go with Yuri, why not? Screw it. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologised. Don't you think that you should too? Nyeh. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. Oh. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. No! Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Christ, I've been going for an hour, wow. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Lou, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Suki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did that Suki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Oh, my cat is behind me, I just realised. Oh, she's on the floor. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Lou, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Lou, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Lou, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Suri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh my... This guy is just... one-track mind. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. New poem time. I have a touchscreen thing, so I'm just gonna speedrun it. Entropy. Vivacious. Time. Boop. Cheeks. Cry. Disaster. God. Wrath. Starscape. Breathe. Uncanny. Lollipop, sure. Whistle. Incongruent. Headphones. Daydream. Hopeless. Crimson again. Despise. And vibrant. Oh, I thought my game had crashed. Okay, we're good. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Lou. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always a simple thing for you anyway. Wow, this guy, like, he roasts people unintentionally. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Ugh. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means that you deserve to feel guilty. Ahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Sure. Yuri. Tell Lee to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little son like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ugh. Ah, I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whack! Yeah. Ow. What was... A cookie? Man's just got slapped by a cookie, let's go. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I played my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Thanks for hitting me in the face. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Scram time, let's go lads. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Muff. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Suri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful Sayori trots away to safety. Sayori and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Wow. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quickly glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That made no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better I will. Right. Side note. it is the most awkward thing ever when people are like, oh, play an instrument for us. Like because I play the guitar kind of decently, depending on the day. But like my family were always like, oh, play the song, and I'm just sitting here like, the thing is, you don't know any of the songs that I know. So like if I play something, I'm gonna be like, what is this? It's like, anyway. Yay! That sounds cool. I would also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Lou. Monica smells sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. Let me just check and do the little audio test. Okay. We're good. Sorry, I was just making sure my audio wasn't lagging or anything like that. The frames are a bit dead, but one of the frames not dead. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out series mischievous escapade. I don't know how to read that. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover why can I not read today? I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks a little glance at me and our eyes meet for a second. This music's really nice. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the best book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think I read that correctly, never mind. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Good to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover even. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life goes really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark tone came from nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lou? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I had this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well go get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, Here, this should work right. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and again our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it over her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Lou, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay everyone. Jump scare Monica moment. I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll go do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my bone to first? Hold on, I'm gonna pause for a second and go grab a drink, because I ran out of my juice. My throat is dying, so I will pull a fat BRB on y'all. I'll be like a minute. Hold on, let me mute my mic. Hello, I am back. Mon. Smiles. Lol, sorry, I was completely AFK, not asleep at all. Haha. Hello, Shooks. Let's go back to the game. We're dropping 75% frames. What an L. Oh well. That's that. We move anyway. We'll go Yuri first again. I'll do it the same order as last time. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Yuri says that the poem has a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Lou, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why... Oh, maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh, even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem that you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as that say an unordinary human? I think it does. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that... Oh god, let me scroll, hold on. Sorry. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread my hungry curiosity. The raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. Sorry, I'm scrolling again. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic does that say Pavlovian or Pavlovian? I'm not sure. Conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. I feel like I'm in an English lesson again. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it just really does remind me of my English teacher. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think that it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to it myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Lou? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and all of our individuals. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Damn. Who do we show it to next? I think we went Yuri, Monica, Sayori, Natsuki last time, so I'll do that again. What does Monica want? Hi again, Lou. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Aha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Drinking, don't mind me. I wanted to get juice but you ran out, so I'm just drinking water. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Lou. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Get yo math out of here. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what the poem's about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day, back into third person, let's go. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Excuse me? Should I... I'm just gonna... Okay. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this TP been about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, I've saved the game. Difficult decision? Yikers. Is it... It's not this one, I don't think, because this one's just the poems. I think... Screw it, Sayori then. Sayori, ... Ooh, I like this one, Lou. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know- oh god, I think I just skipped a line. They said, you know something? Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. Wait, is history... Oh. Okay. You know I wouldn't lie to you. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how that works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep this in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpected and poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Lou. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my skirt like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf for all the other bottles. I can't say the word bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Scrolling. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more, my friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry, do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Damn, bro. That one's good. Holy crap. Yes, I agree. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Whoops, I just yeeted the mic by accident. The music is such a bop. Oh god, I love it. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. We're gonna show it Natsuki now, because we ran out of other people. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Wow. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha! Glad to see someone recognises my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh, you think so? Well, yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Oh no. R.I.P. that Amy A. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Yikes. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Of this poem, sorry. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out that they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone else likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviours and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it, it sounds like she's learnt her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Poggers. Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned out today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much, we're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters and I've decided some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah? We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, he's been colouring a poster, hold it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like this. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayuri, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poem with everyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think that we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. It'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? I'm just going to drink water 1 sec. I don't know how streamers talk this long without their throats dying. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flipped through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around at me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation? The recitation? I don't know how to say that. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Aha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ugh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. It'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice always gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I'm really just not reading English again. Why? I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Lou liked it. Bruh. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems that wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. A little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Lou. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Lou lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Hello, Isaac, Samut. Hi, who are you going for? I think currently we're leaning more down the Yuri route than the others. That's so far, but yeah, mostly Yuri. But we have only done a couple of selections, so it could still be anyone really. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Hold on. Hiya. Stream delay. I think I'm about 1 min behind. You aware what happens? Yeah, I've played through the game before, a while ago. I know what happens, and I've put trigger warnings in the description. But yes, I am currently on Act 1. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. Don't worry. Oh shoot, I just reread that again. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though anyway. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Sayori's cool. I like Sayori as well. She's very cool. It feels like no one does. No, I think if I'd say Sayori's probably second for me. She's cool. She's very cool. Feels like no one else does. Oh, why does no one like Sayori, man? That's just sad. She's very cool though. I like her. I like her a lot. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the poem. That's the only part that triggers me. It's okay. If you're still watching, I'll put a warning just before it happens. I'll be like, hey, by the way, it's okay. Is yes Yuri nice? Oh yeah. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, don't worry. I don't think I'm going to get that far in the game today because I'm going to stop at the end of Act 1 because I've been going for about 2 hours so far. But I'll be sure to put warnings for anything that comes up. Oh, thanks. I don't know. No problem. The poem is called Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhyme and a rhythm to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. Yeah, I had a mental breakdown, thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I understand why, though, because the scenes are quite graphic, but I'm sorry to hear that. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. Oh, no, about Siri. Aw. No, I get that as well. Like, the game really goes, hey, have these 4 people who are really chill. And then they go, psych, cause she not real, sad. No. I suppose that's always the way in it though, because you like a character and then it's a fictional character and you're like, god damn it. But, on the plus side to that, the fact that it's from a fictional universe gives you the fandom from that, like there's a big fandom for Doki Doki. So there's probably a lot of other people that like share that and they make their own fan art and stuff, so it's quite cool. But yeah, I suppose it's not as good as the real deal. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehe. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Lou, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. They are like, simp over this person, a minute later dead. Oh my god, no! They're like, oh no. Oh no. The writers knew what they were doing. And yeah, okay, this is the scene. What do you mean by the scene, exactly? If you mean in terms of the Sayuri one, that's not for a little bit. Yeah, I think there's still a few more days left. It's only about day 4, I think. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayuri fumbles with her words, so let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well. What? If Yuri... okay, I don't know, it depends. I mean, if it was a one-off, I'd probably walk home with Yuri. If it was repetitive, I'd still with Sayuri, but as a one-off, I'd walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Oh no, that's later, okay, oh. Yep, it's a little later on, don't worry. I think we're still about an hour or half an hour or so away from it. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialise, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Aha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Yuri, because if you are going for her... Hold on, wait for who you like more. Oh yeah, that's true as well, actually. I forgot the decisions influence the routes a little bit. Yeah, I went with Yuri either way. That's good. I completely forgot about the fact that it influences it. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayuri. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something about... Oh my goodness, I'm doing that thing where I can't read. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Foreshadowing. Like Undertale. That is... yeah. That's actually true. This and Undertale are actually quite similar. Like, minus the boss battles. Okay, right, let's speedrun this. Feather. Special. Disarray. Graveyard. Defeat. Rose. I'm speedrunning Sunset. Agonizing. Contamination. Incongruent. Aura. Games, sure. Intellectual. Me, an intellectual. Heartbeat. Essence. Fluffy. Electricity. Rainbow. Judgment. Anime. Let's go. Oh. Hello? Okay, I thought my game had crashed. Oh, jeez. Oh wow, my stream is like a solid 2.5 minutes behind. Fast forwarding a bit. Wait, I know what they like. Oh yeah, the words correlate to the thing, don't they? To be fair with the poems, I know that Yori's tends to be the darker words or the longer ones. Natsuki's are food related or like wholesome. I don't really know how to describe it. And Sayori's are just kind of the ones that are left. Sayori's kind of ranges sometimes. Monica, oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, this is a cool channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. You must have a lot of determination. Oh, also, I'll be streaming Act 2 tomorrow at the thing, I think at the same time, probably. We'll see how it goes. See how long it takes you to do Act 1 and I'll see. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out at the festival as well. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. I'm assuming that means like squid in Japanese or something. Oh, I will be on holidays. Ooh, where are you going on holiday? Hope you have fun there. And don't worry, the VOD, I'm keeping the VODs up on my channel so you can rewatch it anytime. Don't worry. Monica, eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Question mark. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yori's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Heh? You're spacing out again. Ah! Heh, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back around towards everyone else, but the conversation's already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything off about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Lou, what's up? Hey, this might sound a bit strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Lou. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Oh no, I think this is it. The scene. If I remember correctly, I remember that like a bit before it's an outdoors area, and Sayori's not present, so I think we've still got a little bit of time. We're okay for now. It's not, I don't think it's quite yet. It's the day before the festival, I think? Or the day of the festival? Still a few days before it, so I think we're good for now. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm just saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Lou. How that rhymed. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you a lot more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been much happier since she's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. Oh yeah. Wait, it's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Thanks for helping with this. It's okay, don't worry. I didn't really want to bring people into this game and just like completely blind be like, oh by the way guys. But yeah, I'll put warnings for, not to spoil it, but for big scene change number 1 and everything in Act 2 pretty much, because there's just a lot of stuff that happens in Act 2. But yeah, I will warn, don't worry. No way, Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. She depressed Monica. True as. Monica's just like, you're so funny. She's oh god, Monica. Maybe it's you on her mind. No. Incorrect. I am back again, but I am promptly leaving, Lamal. Hello, Shooks. Hello for a short period of time. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? ... I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. Okay, enjoy. See ya. Well, bye-bye, Shooks, if you're leaving. Bye-bye. Or Isaac, if you're leaving. Oh, sorry, I think I skipped that one. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks towards the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do about it besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. Oh, I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord. Oh. I accidentally shut the chat. So I have no choice but to approach her for myself. Violence, drama, suicide, Doki Doki. No. Yes. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologise. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time is all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Lou, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep behind plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her, but in your case it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends is all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in for you. No, were in you, not in for you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Aha, that's not a compliment, is it? It's 10:17 PM and my eyes are burning. Oh, if you're tired, go sleep. Go to sleep, because the VOD will always be there in the morning. It's only 1 PM for me here, damn. As well. I was like, whoa. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electronic kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Now, cos, where are you? I am in the United Kingdom. The UK. Like what country? Yeah, England, basically. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water picture. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a little bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once, or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Lou in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Lou. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. I don't know if there's anything here that's dodgy, but there might be. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there might be something dodgy here, just warning people. I'm not 100% though. Okay, cool. Yeah. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Lou, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light shower into a hurricane. No. What are you playing on? I am playing on a PC. Like the desktop version. Whatever you want to call it. Windows version. Okay, thanks. No problem. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate for someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Lou, I really like being friends with you. Aha, thanks Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we turn to the classroom. Lou, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. I think the dodgy bit, I think it's past. I didn't know if it was now or later, but I think it's actually later on. I think we're all good now. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. I don't think I read that right at all, but oh well. Hoo-hoo, haha, I don't know. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out that it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Okay, Yuri speaks for me. The amount of times that these characters in this game have just called me out via the dialogue, I've been like, bruh. Okay then. Christ, I have drunk so much today, like... That's actually quite funny how actually just streaming makes you drink way more. Anyway, that's great, Yuri. Water, by the way. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Lou. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Lou, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can move my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. Definitely. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Actually, maybe Sayori. Fair enough. All the characters have their relatable aspect, I feel like. And then we have Monica. As if in sync, we assume... Oh, sorry, I've read this bit. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's always more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup in between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Why do they always put them in sexy poses? I don't know. The creators of the game really went, screw it. Anime waifus. Oh god, I think the favourite one, well, not favourite in that way, but like, is when they're in a line and Monica does the weird thing where she like bends over, but then it means Natsuki ends up eating her hair. I just find it really funny. I don't know. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrappers. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. My god, the MC needs to calm down. Seriously, this like MC dude, he is a simp. He's always like, oh my god, guys, I'm women. It's just, Chill your jets, MC, please. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. This art is so pretty, man. Like, good job to the graphic designers. They did a good job. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. He needs to keep his hands away from her chest. MC's a weirdo. You can keep your hands to yourself. True! MC, why must you... Yikes, just MC needs to just calm. He needs to calm. Just like that, Yuri closes her lip over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Lou, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Imagine in this book reading scene he just jumped on top of her and kissed her. Oh no, I'd be like, dude, there's a time and a place. she's just trying to read, man. Oh god, I don't know. It'd be kind of awkward because of all the other members just like standing there like the hell's going on over here. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling. Hold on, okay. I raise my arm. Ah, like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Thank you for the interjump, Monica. Okay, everyone. Monica jump scare. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Lou, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Monica really just saw and was just like, no. No simping allowed in my literature club. That's not right. This is school. Exactly. Monica really just said, nah, not on my Christian literature club server. Thank you. School, we are not. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Wait another few years. Yeah, true, they are literally children. Like, odds are if they were in a relationship now, it would end in about 3 months' time. Who should I show my phone to first? I'll stick with the same order as last time, so Yuri, Monica, Sayuri, Natsuki. Yuri, ... Lou, your writing's only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiled to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiled sadly. Lou, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mystery of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Lou. It's the opposite, I don't know anything. Oh no, on the new cover it actually says the characters are over 18. Oh yeah, I think they must have changed the canonical ages of the characters, because I swear they were 17 last time in the first game. But yeah, they changed it. I noticed that at the start. I was like, okay. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Lou. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've at least had one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. This one is called Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Scrolling. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish in the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore, I think that says. Drift forwards and I return to the earth forevermore. Well, that's like the Raven, the ending. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Okay, with the scene, I'm gonna have audio, so just say when it's over. Will do. I will make sure to do that, don't worry. I think you'll hear from the musical cues as well, but I'll say for definite. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topics as each other again. I suppose to better compare our differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style, I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. We'll go to Monica, I think, is the next person. I can't even remember my own order anymore. Hi, Lou. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing that's not words. Performing in front of a bunch of people. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Aha. Anyway, let's go take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding an inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think that her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Monica's just like, you must be into her, Grimace. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? You know you can save Yuri and Sayori. Can you actually? I thought the Sayori one was inevitable because it triggers Act 2, but... They're probably... I feel like I remember vaguely, but I don't remember how you do it. I know that you can get either Natsuki or the Yuri scene in Act 2, which I suppose saves one of them, but I'm not really sure. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, this legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. I'm struggling to pronounce words again. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That one is cool. And so, no, there is some stuff. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing that exists. Like, I thought it was inevitable. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. The link. Wait, what do you mean by that? Sorry. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Aha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I'm gonna need to read from that water in a minute, Jesus Christ. Again, humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Monica, and your strange third-person ways of speaking. Let's go to Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. The link, copy the link. Oh yeah, like the character file link, do you mean? Maybe. That's not really what I meant though, but it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right, in this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Lou. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired out today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything, I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walked out of the classroom humming to herself. I think the dodgy bit's relatively soon, but it's not just yet. It's quite soon. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I'll see what you're going for, it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying for a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me? Oh, wait. Okay, I'll see if I can find that link later on because it's not showing up for me currently, but I will have a look later. Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you just ended up scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poeming out to me like nothing happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Oh, scrolling. Let's bury your thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way that oh god, I can't read that last line ever. In a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That could be a song, low-key. It sounds like a song. Yeah. It felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write sense. Besides, the beach is awesome, I agree. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okie dokie. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh. Is it? Is it really, Yuri? I wonder. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Ah, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being a lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ho. Huh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Just sidetracks the conversation, as you do. God, my throat is dying. This is a poem about telling people to be quiet. Which one? What, Natsuki's? Or just... I'm not quite sure. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? It won't fit. Oh no, as a character limit, just screwed it. Rip. If you break it up, it might fit eventually. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now that Suki's parting too, jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I just never gave Siri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. I made it. Oh, that's cool. That's cool you made that. It's a shame it won't fit in the YouTube box, but the character limit's really small, which is annoying. But anyway, that just leaves you, Lou. The one who is truly useless. Aha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Oh, my game. Okay. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Oh, this is yours. Do not speak a word, I tell you, utter not one word. These days your every phrase strike me as patently absurd. The syllables that leave your lips bedevil me no end. That's really cool so far. I don't know if that's the full thing, but that is so cool so far. Yo, that's really good. That is, I like that. So far, that's really good. The vocabulary is mwah. And also the rhyming. Yo. I can't remember what rhyming. I think it's an AABC rhyming scheme, but it's very good. I like it. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Lou may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Lou to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle this down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Lou to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. Alright, Monica. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just... Oh god, I kicked a can. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Lou, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Right. I'll go with... Because I'm doing the Yuri route, I'll go with Yuri. Why not? Because Natsuki's like, it's like, no. Monica's just like, haha. Then Sayori's just not in here. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Lou? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hello, Soup-chan. Is this my first time playing DDLC? It's not. I've played it before, but it was a few years ago. It's my first time playing it pretty recently. But yeah, I know, I have a vague idea, like I vaguely remember the storyline, but I don't remember the details, pretty much. That's what I'm going to do. Uh-oh, is my stream lagging? I hope not. Might just be my internet. Okay, we're good. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. I might just pause my stream a second on my phone because it is lagging. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Oh, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Yeah, because of my internet speed, the time it takes between my phone actually, or any device actually displaying what I'm streaming and when I'm streaming it is about a minute behind. It takes a while for it to actually come through. I'm not ignoring you guys, I promise. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to a little bit. Did you like the other verse? I didn't. Wait, I don't think the second verse came through for me. I've only got the first one. I'm sorry, I don't see the second verse anywhere. I only have the first one in my chat. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Lou? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Lou picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I do for this event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature, and I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's word. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone that must be far out of her own comfort zone. Oh, I'll repost it. Thank you. Yeah, it didn't sound through the first time. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcake's going to be at... That is a lot of bets. You better bet that my cupcake's going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for it today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realise I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think that I prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case it won't be a problem. I decided to not press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Lou. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's so difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realise. I'm telling you, I want to. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I'm gonna pause for a second just to go refill my water because I ran out. I'll be back in a minute, okay? We'll leave with on. I can't believe this, but I will be right back. And Hello, I am back. Oh, I like the music. The music is so good. I love this soundtrack. Like, they really popped off on it. I like the music just listening. Yeah. Amazing soundtrack. I like Undertale's more. To be fair, yeah, they're both good. I really like Undertale's too. But I used it in a video and I got copyright claimed for it, which was a bit of an L, but I love it. They're both very good. Even though Your Reality makes me cry. Oh, I love Your Reality. I wanted to learn it on the piano. And I learnt half of it, but I just cannot get the hang of the chords, but I can play the melody. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Welcome back. Thank you, Soup-chan. Hello. It's me. I do be back again. Oh shoot, I just read that. Is that the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Megalovania. Yeah! Megalovania is a bop. Oh, new scene. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. Sorry. Do you guys have Discord? I do. I have a server, but I've got a server, but I haven't set it up properly yet. But I've got a Twitter account if you have Twitter that I can link you. I can link my Twitter and thing, which I can like interact with people with. But I'm currently in the process of setting up my Discord properly because currently it's an absolute mess, and I need to download bots and all sorts. So I'll release the Discord link. I might link it in my channel description. I'll link it in my channel description when I have set it up, like the little about section for in future. But yeah, I can link you my Twitter if you want it. Oh, I have Skype. I don't think my mum will approve. I need to actually know. That's sad. Yeah, that's annoying when that happens. But I suppose it's a safety thing. But it's like, bruh. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is this really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. I think this isn't the dodgy bit. I think this is alright. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally found her. Sayuri? Yeah, we're good. Hi, Lou. I sit down in her room. Sayuri falters a smell, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Vote who's best girl. I wish I could set up freaking... Oh, man. I wish I could set up polls on YouTube chat. My name's Soup-chan. Okay. Wait, what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot your Discord tag, and as soon as I've set up my server, I'll send you an invite link to it. Oh, is this it? Not quite. We're not quite at the dodgy bit. The dodgy bit's a little after this, I believe. But it's soon. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. I like Sayuri or Yuri. Hell yeah, I like them too. They're great. They're all good, though. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time that we decided that last meeting. Last meeting? Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. Someone who likes Sayori. Yeah, Sayori's chill. I was gonna say Sayori Stan Club, but maybe not. But Sayori is very nice and hype. We like Sayori. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Lou. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Get the tsundere and the yandere away. Oh my god. Yeet them. Into the void with ya. I like Toriel. In Undertale. Oh, I like Toriel too. I like Kara. I love this Kara. The main character, Kara, she's poggers. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Haha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Lou, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. Just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why Sayori? Kara is Yuri. Oh my god, the comparisons, yo! Plot twist. It's been longer since I played Undertale, but I can guarantee there's probably going to be some similarities between the characters from this game and Undertale. Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Lou. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Hold on, let me skip forward a little bit. So I'm still 40 seconds behind. Oh no, Isaac, I hope you're okay. If you're saying you're late to Sayori in this scene, I hope you're okay. Like, just know that there's like absolutely people who care about you. And that you have worth and things. Like, I can guarantee you, there are people that care. Whether it's family or friends or just random people online or anything, there is. Sayori's me, we both are depressed. Oh. No, I hope that, like, things are better for you though. Like, they get better. Sad boy hours. Sad boy hours. The game went from vibey to depressing very quickly. And I feel the same way, that's why I like her. No, fair enough, I get that. If you see yourself in characters, no, that makes sense. I hope you're okay though, like, genuinely. Like, if you're struggling and stuff and you haven't told people or anything, like, the best thing you could probably do is get a support system for yourself. Whether it's like, just like telling friends or like joining some online group or like getting a therapist or anything like that, or in your school, whatever. But just, like, you know, don't like suffer on your own, because it's just not fun. From experience, it is better when you tell people. Oh, thanks, that means a lot. No problem. I mean it as well, like, genuinely. Like, things can and will get better. They absolutely can and will. You just have to stick around to find the time when it does. Because it absolutely does. Committing Yuri heck into friendships has only come sometimes. That took me a minute. Oh, jeez. No, I'm glad it's only come sometimes, but yeah. But no, if you're struggling with stuff like that, absolutely speak to somebody, because there are people that understand who can help. Because, yeah, committing Yuri, as you put it, yeah, it's not the most healthy way of dealing with stuff, but it's like I don't know how to word this properly. Like, I understand that the reasoning people do. Like, I know why. But just know there are healthier alternatives that you can do that you might not even know about unless you like speak to someone or research or anything. But yeah, be good to yourself. Stay safe. Stay safe as you can. Stick around. And just remember the good things, like in all the bad, because there is always good in bad, you know? Wait, I'll go back to this now. Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get close with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. The music is perfect right now. It is. It's like pathetic fallacy, but not with the weather, but with the music. We accidentally queued up the audio correctly. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Aha, you're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Lou, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped if everything could have been like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. It helps that people like you exist. That's so sweet of you, genuinely. Thank you for that, but I don't know you personally, but I can tell you now that in your life there will definitely be people like that, like me, who exist as well, who can help you. Definitely. There's always people like that. Like, it might take a bit of looking, but there is. Definitely. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, Lou, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other day. Any other way, even, sorry. Lou, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remained at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Lou, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go bleh. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I'm struggling to read English here. Well, thanks. No problem. I hope you are okay. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Lou. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori let me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But... oh, it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Ah, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Oh no, this is... okay, this is it, correct. No, you're still good for a little bit because we have the Yuri scene first, but then it is after that, yeah. It's very soon, and I'd say it's within the next 10 minutes or so. Alright, I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Then did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's Sayuri first, trust me. Oh yeah, no, when I say Yuri, I mean it's the scene where it's in the main character's house with Yuri. But then it's Sayuri, yeah. Like this bit is what's first. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Aha, I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. It's necking water, don't mind me. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, shall we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. You don't need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this. It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive experience. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it penetrate through your body. Yes, Yuri is I call it karma then, jeez. Kara, determination. True! Oh, that's true. They share that in common a lot, definitely. Oh. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Oh. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that on for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for this event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. I'm struggling to read that. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'll be perfect for sharing our poem? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this. Okay, good thing this is M or something not so M would happen. Or right now, I'm not quite sure what that means. Wait, good thing this is... Oh, right, rating-wise. No, oh yeah, I get what you mean. Sorry, I was just reading that like M. I forgot about the ratings. Yeah, that is very true. Good thing that would be really awkward to just read through. And probably a bit TOS, but you know. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Lou. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Felt that, my handwriting is garbage. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think that it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Aha, you're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Do you get tired going through all the text? A little bit. I quite enjoy it, but it's quite difficult to speak for 3 hours straight, but I quite enjoy it. It's going to get more interesting in a bit, so we're alright. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxed her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. That's what she stabbed herself with. Oh yeah, she does, but that's not till Act 2. Luckily we are in Act 1, we're all good for now. That's going to be tomorrow. It won't be today, don't worry. We're not going to see that today. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I point the... Oh, I feel... This is a weird bit, innit? I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Lou. Why did you do that? MC gets given knife. MC. Let's see how sharp it is. I'm sarcastically clapping right now for this guy's smartness. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She just stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. This is so weird. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. I'll be away tomorrow. Oh yeah, you're going on holiday, aren't you? What I'm going to do is when I upload this, I'm keeping the VOD. I'm hopefully going to keep the VODs up I think I've got the settings right, but you'll be able to rewatch the video whenever you want, if you want to. On my channel, don't worry. I'm not going to delete them. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Lou, did you really just do that? They do the homies, me and the boys licking each other's fingers. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Haha, I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Lou. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where'd you keep your bandages? Ah, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we laid them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it would be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? I'll just watch your live streams when you're recording. Yeah, go for it. Hell yeah. Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathing cup rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sun's— oh god, fuck, I missed that. Hold on. Starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. You can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think that I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me is all. Sorry, I should have— oh shoot. Sorry, I should have asked you to something. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. I dropped lots of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and I dampen it with hot water. I returned to my room and kneeled down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It really feels nice. Ah, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognise from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own paintbrush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I want to see it. They don't show you it, and I'm like, I want to see it, damn it. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave you here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Aha, you said it like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I'm watching till Sayori scene, then have to go, battery running low. That's fair enough. I'm gonna stream until the Sayori, like after the Sayori scene, because that's like a pretty good ending point. Which will be, yeah, so that's convenient time. I was hoping there would be more time as well, so you're not gonna miss much. Basically, is what I meant. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Ooh, spicy. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Lou. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. She's zoomed in. I kind of like that about you. Oh, it's gone quiet. Why has it gone quiet? Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But if I... Question, you could probably hear my battery, like my fan in the background just really noisily because it's so loud. But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Ah. Hi, Lou. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay, Lou. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that'll be fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri runs off. Hurries off, even. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination's being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. No, I can't. That's good. That's good, because it... Oh, gosh. That would be quite bad, wouldn't it, if I was streaming, you could just hear in the background. Why am I feeling this way, Lou? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Lou. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to wait for your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said... Sorry. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't the burden that your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't... Even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Lou. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Lou, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. Oh no, this is it! Oh no! Oh no! This is the one that... Oh no. Do we friend zone her? Yikers. You know, I don't know which one to choose. I'm kind of inclined towards the top one, but that's hard to choose. I'm gonna go for the top. Oh, I don't know actually. I'm gonna just save. Don't mind me. I'll go for... I don't know. I'll do the I love you one. Screw it. Let's go with it. Yeah, let's go. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realised it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realise that you're truly the most important person to me. Yeah, I had to hit her with the I love you, because I was like, I cannot friend zone her. Surely not. It helped me realise that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, I know we'll both be happy. Lou. Suddenly Sayori wrapped her arms tightly around me. Lou, is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayori in my arms and pulled her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Lou. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Lou. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you the best. You saved her. She won't die. Wait, really? Damn, I hope not. I hope she doesn't. Damn. I didn't know that was the one that made it, you, like, decided between her living or dying or not, to be honest. That's cool, though. Hey, Lou. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. Oh my gosh, my voice. Drink me water. I know that I love her and that she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know that these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh, right. I don't know if it's still happening, but I have a feeling this is going to be the really dodgy scene. There's quite a high chance. I don't know if it's going to definitely happen, but I think this is the dodgy scene. So if you are affected by the stuff that I've written in the description, specifically the first two, I suggest you switch off or look away now, so that you don't get triggered by it. So day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this one to be the day where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. This scene just happened in real life, did it? Wait, really? I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Okay, you'll watch. Are you sure? Okay. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But no Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Right, the lack of music makes me I'm pretty sure actually it's the dodgy bit because of the lack of music. Lou, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones that she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with me. With you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important she tried a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Aha! You should have taken a little responsibility for her, Lou. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Yeah? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Have I actually just muted my audio, or is it just actually that silent? I don't know. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Yeah, you saved me. Poggers. That's cool. Yeah. Oh my god, whoa. I just dropped my thing. That's cool though, but hell yeah, just stick around, keep vibing. So it's all you gotta do in life. We gotta just keep vibing. I recognise Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percentage. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Continued quite a lot. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I start listening to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh. Well, that's a little different to the normal ones. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Lou? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Ah. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, by the way, yeah, no, this is absolutely the dodgy bit. So if you don't want to see stuff that is in the description, I recommend you look away now. And either just listen to the audio cue and I'll tell you when you can look again, or switch off the stream if you're uncomfortable with it. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Yeah, definitely look away now. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori? Oh, frick. That actually jump scared me as well, like the noise. Yikes. Yep, Isaac, as you've said, she dead. An exception has occurred. ... What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori that I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. I think you're alright to look again now, by the way, people who looked away. Yep, you're okay. End. Oh. Are we going to reload? Yep, we're back to the starting menu. We bop again to the music, that's way too optimistic. Blah, 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 blah. That, you know, that one sprite just do be looking a little bit pixelated, you know? Oh my god, the hand. This is so sad. I know the Sayori death scene, I was expecting it, but I was still like, oh god, when it actually happened, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a yikes. I'm gonna, hold on. Interesting. I just, what the frick? Why am I in the... What the heck? That actually scared me so much. I didn't know what was going on then. This is the DDLC computer. Okay. Okay, this is the DDLC computer. Not my computer. I was like, hold on, why am I in root mode? I want to quit the game, please. Thank you. My heart just died. Oh my goodness. I didn't think... From my perspective, right, I tried to exit out of Doki Doki to go back to the desktop to OBS, but it sent me to the Doki Doki laptop, and I thought I'd just killed my entire computer, and it was now like, it was going into root mode, and I was like, oh god. And the little beep boops did not help that. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. That was the end of Act 1 of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and tomorrow at the same time, so 11 AM BST, I will be playing through Act 2. Which I will pre-warn anybody who here now, it is definitely a lot more gory than Act 1. Just so you know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow. And, you know,